Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, that's how I start my stream. What the fuck did my voice go so high? Better English, better proficiency, better way of speaking, better grrr. What the fuck am I talking about? I ran out of ideas about naming my shit. So now it's just Godforsaken, Godforsaken 2, Godforsaken for real, Godforsaken blah blah. I don't know what I named this one. But yeah, I'm actually in today's stream I'm actually gonna get the whole Godforsaken thing out and I will just speak about my problems. The first one is obvious, the whole speaking thing. I wish to speak better. I wish to first I wish to show you guys my pants. That's shirt. I'll get them back up. Bruh. The camera is not camera, bro. But look at this. Striped. I can't show the damn stripe. I don't know, it doesn't look cool on camera like, but it's good. Otherwise I wouldn't be showing it guys. I like saying showing you guys as if there's people. I know there is no people, but I miss cigarettes and I also miss having proper what is this thing called? The thing you breathe with? I don't know. But yeah, I miss having the control. Now it's more like just air just wanna escape my body. I also have my blood also has a tendency of escaping my body. Ugh, I don't know. But why is my eyes going blurry? Well, that would be a new one. I was gonna talk about the whole Godforsaken thing, and now my eyes went blurry. Alright, what are we talking about? What are we chatting about? We are chatting about bullshit. Complete fucking bullshit. So, the reason I can't do this video, I mean, I keep trying and trying and I keep forgetting to do it. Well, not forgetting, but like, I start the video knowing like what the video is gonna be about, and then I run out of material to like what to say. So I'm deciding now that I decide I'm just gonna go backwards. So instead of like thinking or having to think what happened first and then slowly what kept happening, I'll just go today and then yesterday and then the day before and blah blah and blah blah. So okay, for today's Godforsakenness, I lost a baby chick. So I have chickens, right? I let the chickens out around 4:30 because like the afternoon they get crazy. They wanna go out. They wanna run around and like probably hunt bugs or something. I don't know, but they like it, so I let them out. And I run off to go play some badminton. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly, but badminton. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I go off to play badminton with the kids and some. What did I say? And some. It's all kids. I was binge watching the Epstein stuff. So now every time I say all kids, it sounds fucking weird, but it's all bros. It's little bros. It's 12, 13, 14, 16, and there's two guys that the same age as me. It's like the neighborhood stuff. But yeah, I'm having to explain myself what I mean by kid. Like, bro, I need a fucking break from internet. This whole fucking shit has got into my head so much so that I'm over explaining myself. But yeah, so I run off to play badminton with the kids, and then I just hear my chicken, big chicken, like a scream. I run back to my house, like the area where the chickens were, and one of the chicks is gone. It's not gonna be as serious to anybody else other than me, because 2 or 3 days ago I saved one. I saved one by how I stayed with the chickens, and the I don't know what kind of bird it is, but it's like is it a falcon? But like the eagle. How the fuck did I forget that? I had to remember American eagle to remember eagle, but yeah, it is an eagle that lives somewhere around my house. We have like bamboo trees and stuff. Here's another thing. Did you hear that? Did you? There's a gecko in my room. So as I'm telling this story in my head while I'm speaking, I realize who the fuck's gonna watch it, and then the gecko went tick 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 tick, as if like it's agreeing with what I'm thinking. But I don't care if nobody watches it. I'm just gonna talk because I haven't talked to anybody at all. Yeah. So start of my day, I lose one chick, and it's the one that I liked, and it's gone. And it made me think about stuff that I didn't like, because I'm not gonna say it on stream, but yeah, it was pretty godly stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into godly stuff other than what I'm dealing with. Okay, that goes one, and then that morning, so that's afternoon, right? I said start of the day, not start of the day. Actually, that is start of the day. I forgot when I slept, but now go backwards, or actually go forwards a little bit. I have an iPhone, right? And I'm really really scared of it something happening to it because it's expensive for how I'm doing financially right now since my dad died. Yeah, it is a big deal, and I think it helps me um, at least do something, some kind of content creation, some things, just a little bit. It gives me hope. It doesn't give me hope. It gives me um what is a good word for relaxation or something? I don't know, peace. I don't know, peace in mind or safety, something like that. But having that gives me like this in the back of my head. I have this idea. Like, okay, yes, I'm not earning money right now, but I can do something. The option is there. So I'm afraid of that something happening to that. And right before the stream, I tap the screen doesn't turn on. I tap the screen again, the screen doesn't turn on. I tap the screen again, it doesn't turn on. And I'm like, fuck. But then I remembered maybe the battery was low, so I just need to plug it in. And I already started fucking praying that please God no, nothing must happen to this. And before I could plug it in, the screen turned on. And now I'm just there like this idiot that prayed to God like this fucking pray to God about a phone not breaking. Like, what the fuck has happened to me? How far have I fallen? Oh, this feels like the end, bro. Uh, but yeah, I was thinking about that's why I'm just I don't feel good physically or mentally or however the fucking spiritually. I don't feel good. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to be talking. I don't want to be doing anything. And it's fucking cold. I want to be inside a blanket. I want to be binge watching stuff. I don't even want to play a game because it's too much doing. I don't want to do anything. But yeah, so that's one of the reason I bootstrapped myself to this video is because like think about it. Like, what has to happen in your life continuously to the point where you start praying to fucking God about a phone dying? Well, now that I think about it, it's maybe it's not that serious because I think when I was younger, like teenage stuff, I would freak out if my phone something happened to my phone. But I'm not a teenager anymore. But yeah, okay. Now we go back. So the first one I shared was the eagle taking my chick, and the second one is my phone and the realization of um the state of fucking ball clenching anxiety that I live in. And then okay, now let's go a little bit more backwards. A few months ago, my speaker on my laptop blew out, and I didn't fix it. It rambles, but you can kind of hear it. And I always use a fucking headphones. So, but then a week ago, I got myself a mini speaker, right? And I really liked it. I haven't bought anything in quite a long time that I've liked, or I liked it, but nothing like blew me away. But this mini speaker was like $2, right? And I was expecting nothing, and then I get this heavy thing, right? And it feels fucking premium, and I like it. It's like cute, and it's just right. It feels right. Does that make sense? It feels right. And then I turn it on, and it doesn't have that Chinese the the Chinese English thing. Your Bluetooth device is turned on or paired or whatever. It has this chime, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that was surprising because I was expecting the generic Chinese thing that says your Bluetooth device has been paired or something. But okay, so there's a second surprise. But basically, I say all of this to say that I really like this thing, right? And yesterday morning, or actually yesterday night, I come back from outside and I try to turn this thing on, and it just doesn't turn on. Nothing happened to it. Nothing. I didn't fucking hit it with anyone. No water got into it. It was on my bed. Basically zero things happened to that thing. And it's like, why are you bugging? So you bugging? I said bugging, bruh. Like, why are you bugging, bro? What the fuck? And then I went through this whole process of, now do I just return it in like a scammy way, like order not I'm not gonna fucking share the whole process. But and then I went like, bruh, I'm thinking of returning shit that is worth $2 goddamn. I can't afford $2. What has happened to me? And then I settle on telling myself, relax, you're not it's fine, it's okay. You can afford to lose $2. Yeah. And then I started to pry it out, like opening it out. I want to see what the fuck's wrong with it. Like, it's pretty simple. It's a speaker. It's connected to a PCB. It has a battery. Pretty simple stuff, right? And I open it, and it's still not working. And then I get the soldering iron, and I try to desolder it. And now it's suddenly, like, while I'm trying to desolder it, it suddenly works. What the fuck? That wasn't bad, but that's another thing though. This thing fixed itself, right? Which should make me happy, which I was totally like. It's that, but like then with the happiness, I started to think, why does this shit happen to me? Why? This thing had zero reason to happen. Nothing got into it. No water, no nothing, no pressure, no sudden movement, no, I didn't throw it, nothing. And it just fucking died. And then came back alive, and it just put me through this fucking roller coaster for absolutely no fucking reason. And then let's go back a bit more. 2 days ago, when I when I did the last stream, I plugged in my computer, pressed the power button, doesn't turn on. Why? Nobody fucking knows. Is there something wrong with it? Yeah, because it's not fucking turning on. But then I fixed it, and it didn't cost me any money. And now that I'm saying this story, I'm afraid right now, as I'm speaking, that something's gonna happen to the computer because I'm saying that I fixed it. Like it's this fear and anxiety of shit keeping to happen. What the fuck am I saying? Um, now I have to go way too much back because like I don't remember the nuances of like the small stuff from more than a week ago. I forgot all of it. Um, how far do I need to go back? Um, Nobody's gonna watch this. I might as well just get to the important point. What is the important point? Important point probably is I keep thinking to myself that if I tell people this stuff, that somebody might care. Which by now I know that is a complete lie. I've been streaming and doing stuff for I don't know. I haven't done much, but it has been at least a month, and nobody's here, nobody's watching. I know who's watching, but those I don't count those things as people. So they don't count. And the beauty of war is it's nature. It's the it's the whole thing about the strongest survive. There's something inherently wrong with weak things surviving. It is a endless misery, and I hope you can tell by my tone or the way I'm saying it. I'm not saying it out of sadness. It is just I've seen a lot, and I thought a lot, and I thought how my life would have been in a different timeline. And I realized man like me, like the whole bloodline probably, it's not the bloodline, but like the fate or whatever you wanna say. I don't think fate is the correct terminology to use in this context, but some men are supposed to find love or fall in love or one-sidedly like someone at the age of, let's say, 12, and those same men are supposed to die in a battle by the age of 16, 17. When those men get past or make it past the age of 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, it's miserable. It is really, really miserable. It is unfathomably miserable. I know it's not just me. I am pretty much on the internet every fucking day. I know how other people feel. I know how the majority of people feel. And the majority of men were supposed to die in a battle by the age 17. And now they're alive. So am I. And this is not life. That's why I say Godforsaken, weak men, blah blah blah. Because men like me, or is it called the vanguard, or like whoever is in front of it? I thought a lot about it. Like, what makes a people? Why do I say people? What makes a group of people sign up for Vanguard? What? I once thought this is um back when I was like in deep with the whole. I didn't believe it or I didn't follow it, but like I was watching a lot of forcefully being having to watch a lot of alpha male masculinity blah blah stuff, like the whole brute force thing that YouTube does with different group of peoples. So me as a man, shell of a man but still a man, I got pushed into those that algorithm of alpha male blah blah. And when I was thinking about the whole war stuff, like how people used to do war, I thought that people that are in the vanguard, those are like brave people, like stupid amount of brave. They're so brave that they are not thinking that they're at the front. They're gonna die first, and the man that they're fighting for is gonna keep on living because he's at the back, safely tucked away. And then because I was in the whole alpha male uh, territory, and I was thinking that it is very brave and manly to not even think about your own death and only think about the taste of the blood of your enemy. So the people in the vanguard are thinking about that they're gonna die first. They're thinking that they're gonna get to kill the enemy first. The whole bravery and the balance of bravery and stupidity and the delusion. That's what I first thought. And I was younger. I was much younger. And for these few years, I think Vanguard people are just Vanguard people has seen God and seen how little God gives a flying fuck. And then they realize that they're alone because Vanguard people are weak. Because Vanguard people are me. People like me. It's just so much has happened that it doesn't. Does it scare that I'm in the front, that I'm most likely gonna be dead first? Yes, it is. It is scary. It scares me. Do I also understand that my sacrifice, or like me dying first, it just results in somebody else keeping on living, and probably will not even remember my name because like it's just not me dead. There's a lot of people dead. So I understand that. I understand that the whole concept, and then I'm also afraid of it. But there's just this lack of care because life has gone a certain way where it doesn't matter if I'm in the vanguard. So it's not the lust for the enemy's blood, blood of the enemy, lust for blood of the enemy. None of it. It is just not caring. All right, that was the heavy stuff that might have made no sense to anybody at all. Absolute zero sense. Now back to the tiny stuff. There's things that happen to me in a day to day life. Again, it has zero reason to be happening, but when it happens, I just I don't know. In my head, I don't know why it's just always God's fault. It just it goes back to me being a pussy. It's just I don't want to be godless. You know, I want to have. I was gonna say I want to have hope. It's not hope. It's just I've never I've been alone, but like I've never been that kind of alone. I've never been like on my own. You know, I had family, I had friends. It's not. It never was alone. And then even when I don't have family, I don't have friends. It's just what I grew up with. I was gonna say it's a good mentality to have that somebody got your back, like God or whatever higher power you believe in. But it's not just a good mentality to have. I just have it. I always had it. And the older I grow, the more I realize that I am just on my own, which is fucking devastating because, again, I am a giant pussy. I am. I don't know. I just. Am I making any sense? No. Especially not making any sense because I keep saying pussy and I don't have enough of advanced vocabulary to like put it into a good metaphor because because now I'm thinking that because I keep saying that I'm a pussy, I must just like getting fucked, which I don't. So what is a different analogy? I don't want to say I like having hope. I want to say I don't like emptiness. I like emptiness in me. It's fine if it's empty here, but the emptiness out there, just me. Just me. That's ah that doesn't sit right with me. It's scary to be just be on your own, like having to take care of a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And I was thinking about that. So if God is not with me, who is God with? It's just I was just walking down this fucking heavily infested road, infested with humans, and I'm between like all of these different people with all of these different problems going on in their life, and now at that moment that I am feeling that lack of God, I'm thinking, okay, if God's not with me, who is God with? Uh, and I realize God is with strong people, or maybe God is with nobody, and strong people just um, strong people just have it in them, and I don't. That's why I don't want to be. That's why I don't want to be on my own. That's why I don't like this idea of like God not being there. I'm weak. I like to be like a little shoulder tap, like two pats at the back. Like I got you. Uh, I like company, not the noise, not the oh we're gonna go out tonight and have fun. None of that lame shit. None of the tea, the gossip, the complexities of the fucking stupidity of young people, and then friends, and none of it. I just power. There's some kind of peace, like I was gonna say satisfaction, not satisfaction. There's something good that there's a good feeling um of being in the company of power, and I don't have that company. I am just on my own, and I don't fucking like it. I made absolute zero sense, didn't I? Yeah. I need to get this voice fixed. I need to have more breath. I'm out of breath all the time. I'm sleeping 4 hours a day, or sleeping 4 hours a night, or whatever. I can't fix it. I can't get myself to work properly. And I keep complaining and I keep complaining, and then I have this weird fucking podcast mentality that somebody's gonna listen to me and they're gonna care. I don't really expect. So this is another thing. So whenever I have this flashes in my head, I don't think like that. I'm gonna make bank and all my problems are gonna go away when people listen to me. It's just I don't know. It's there in my head that okay, all this shit keeps happening to me, but at least I can say it to people. I don't know why. And there you go. I'm saying it to people, and nobody's here, which is kind of good, I guess. Because if there was people, I would be restructuring my words and like thinking what I should say, what I not should say. Mm, it's too much going on. Uh, now that pretty much sums up my whole godforsaken, weak man, loser stuff. Blah blah blah. I don't like that. There's a chance that I might stay like this for the entire rest of my life. That's why I was thinking about the war stuff. Like a few hundred years ago, if I was born, if I was not taken by fucking diseases, I would have been taken out by some war that probably would not matter. Some war that happened in the past where I could have been a part of, and you guys don't even know about the war. And because I was born in the 2000s, it is called 2000s, right? 202, not 202, 2002, 2002. Because I was born so late, now I live. And I do absolute fuck all. This shit's depressing. It's disrespectful. It's it's shameful. Every day I go out and I just get embarrassed. Like little things. It's nothing earth shattering. Maybe I just have too much of an ego. Maybe I just think I should be this and that and blah blah. Maybe I'm not comfortable in my own skin. I'm not comfortable where I fall in the social hierarchy. I'm at the very fucking bottom. And I don't like it. And I had this whole idea of God lifting me up for whatever fucking reason. It is pretty fucking clear he's not there. And I'm on my own. and I don't like it. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ugh. Bruh. 40 minutes and I haven't probably gotten a single point across. Just yapping, just yapping, just yapping. What am I doing, bruh? What am I doing? I have all these plans, but I just can't get it to work. Just can't get it to work, and then shit keeps happening. Shit just keeps happening. Uh, the first thing is to get the voice fixed. I have to speak deep, and I have to speak loud, and I have to. Alright, can I just keep speaking like this? Nah. Another thing is, not only I'm all on my own, I just don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right equipment. I just have a spell that is very, very powerful. But no mana. The spell is powerful, but no mana. And then everything that keeps on happening around me, things that are related, things that can be controlled by them. I know they're watching. I know you're watching. And I know I can calculate and I can make sense of the things that are controlled and the things that can be only controlled by that guy up there. And that guy seems to not care. Oh. And I am all on my own. And I don't like it. I've repeated myself way too many times, but I genuinely don't fucking like it. I don't want to be, I'm okay with being alone. No friends, no nothing. No support, the entire world against me. But then, you know the alone I'm talking about. By this point, I've been repeating it many times. And I don't want to be that kind of alone. And I'm realizing that it might have been quite a few years that I've been alone. I've just been with family, and I had my dad, so I didn't realize that I was alone like that. But now my dad's gone, and I'm apparently the man of the house, and I'm alone, and I can't get out. What the fuck? I'm gonna try something today. Now that I'm done fucking complaining to nobody at all. Complaining to the fucking internet. Complaining to Twitch, YouTube and Cake. Now that I'm done entertaining them, now that they're laughing, I think I'll try something. I'm still not gonna put in the password. I haven't been through enough shit. Why am I saying it like that? But yeah, I'm not putting in the password. Um, the world will keep spinning, and I will keep on being miserable, I guess. I'll see if I can dig myself out of this hole. And now that it's all said and done, and that is, I'm now that fully convinced that I'm all on my own. Digging out of this hole seems it's always been challenging, so it's nothing new that is challenging. Digging out of this hole is questionable because if I am on my own, which I'm pretty sure I am, then why am I digging out of the hole? Because like, what's the point? What's the point? No point. No point in fucking anything. I need to watch Rick and Morty to have this to have the Rick mentality, to have the whole nothing matters, but you know, keep on going anyways. Here's the thing though, I don't want to keep on going. For what? No reward. And I know there's reward, but the rewards are just. Uh, right, I'll stop it. It's 46 minutes, 47 minutes of me yapping. Um, it it'd be nice looking back at this whole realization of the concept of God and then how it functions, what its state is at in the current society. It would be fun looking back at it. So I'm glad I did the stream, and I'm glad that I can fucking finally get out of this whole Godforsaken thing. Now I'm forced to come up with ideas to what the fuck to stream um tomorrow. And blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna end it at 50 minutes. Let's see if I can say something else that is it's not gonna be smart, but let me think. So um nah, I can't think of anything else. I'm still stuck on the whole weak man thing, weak man vanguard thing. Oh, maybe the Jews are right. I don't want to accept it, but just as a thought, what if the whole Jew mentality is right? That God made the majority percent of people to serve this one tiny group of people. I'm not saying it's the Jews, but one group of people gets served by the entire rest of the people. And I am in that entire rest of the people, and my only use of me is just making other people's lives better, which I'm not doing anyway. I'm more of like focused on why my life sucks. But yeah, I have fallen, stooped low enough to the point where I'm thinking, what if God is evil? and he just likes this certain group of people, and all the rest with real life, all the rest with real problems, all the rest with real everything real. You know, if I was like a if it was like a dog, if it was like any kind of animal, I think none of this shit that none of this what is it called? What's the word? Uh, sentient. All of this sentient shit that I'm calculating or thinking about in my head. None of it would be a thing of concern, or it would be a thing at all if I was an animal. But since that I am a complete quote unquote human, um, it sucks. It sucks that I'm just. Oh, here's the. Okay, I found it. Found it. So when I was like I don't know 7 or 8 when I first got into that school, that British school, British. It's not they don't speak English. It's just the British built it and then they left my country and the school is just there still, and it's like the most prestigious school in my city, the city I grew up in, and then you have to give an exam to be able to like fight off all the rest of the you know not so good kids, and then on a certain threshold, on a certain mark, or like however they rated our exam sheets, I got into that school, and after I got into it, I was just in this big pool of these amazing people. Everyone's blessed with this and that. Mostly, just most like half, more than half of them, just blessed with white skin, and it's not a black and white thing. It's not a race thing. It's just we're all the same race, but the white ones are they have. I'm not gonna talk about it, but blessed with white skin, most of them, and then there's the amazing ones, good in studies and shit, and basically I was not good enough. I was not good enough in terms of looks. I was not good enough in terms of grades. I was not good enough. I this is a 500K or something, but back in the day it was not 500K people. It's probably like, let's say, well, how long ago? So I'm 24 now. I got into that school at like 8, so that's more than a decade ago. So more than a decade ago, I don't think that there was 500K people, but like conservatively 250K people, including women and children. So do the math. However many kids were in that city, and I fought off all of them, and then I got into this. To me, that it was a big pool, but when I say like 120 kids in my class, uh, divided into two groups, Group A and Group B. So 60 and 60, 120 kids. So I was just left with 60 kids. So when I say 60 kids out of like a city populated with 250K people, you would think that I was pretty proud of myself that I got into it. But here's the thing: I didn't see the kids that I beat off. Is beat off a sexual thing? Every time I say kids, this Epstein stuff has got to my head so much that I can't even say kids anymore, even if the kid is me in question. I'm talking about my own school, right? And then, bruh, it's fucking annoying. But anyways, I didn't see those kids that I defeated to be able to get into this school. But when I was in that school, I saw the kids, those 60 kids that were all better than me in some way or another. And then at that age, like I don't remember what exact age, but 7, 8, 9, 10, at most 12. Because by 12, I was in a different fucking league. That before 12, I looked at trees and I looked at grass, and I thought to myself, because of the whole this guy's better than me. This kid is better than me because of this. That kid is better than me because of that, and because I was not better than anybody, or I probably was better than some people, some kids, but I didn't have this, the wolf mentality of like there are people underneath me. I thought that I was the bottom feed, and I always felt like the bottom feed, and I always looked up to the kids in my class, and and I started thinking, and I looked at the trees, and it was a big tree, many big trees, huge, like 2 stories, stories tall. Like those trees been alive more than me and my dad combined at that time. And I looked at this patch of grass, not patch. This entire area is just grass, and then there's trees, right? And sunlight was seeping through the tree, the leaves, and falling into the grassy area. So now everything that I know, if I knew it back then, I would probably be thinking about, oh, God made tall trees and God made grass, and the tree gets the sunlight first and the grass gets later, blah blah. I wasn't that depressing back then, but now I'm thinking it as I'm speaking. But I'll brush it off. This topic of tall tree and grass and the sunlight is for a different day. Back to what I was saying. So I looked at this patch of grass and I thought to myself, who cares about grass? Nobody. You know? Nobody cares about grass. People walk past grasses, walk on grasses. Nobody cares about grasses. The fuck? And then there's big trees. The big trees can be used for firewood. That can be used for food, like cooking food, and those planks for those trees can be used in um building house and blah blah. Basically, just the how useful a tree is compared to how useless a bunch of grass is. And I didn't complete that entire thought, but I remember thinking that if there was no tree, people would value grass because grass makes oxygen. That's the only form of oxygen making thing, green thing you have available to yourself. Because, but because this giant structure, not structure, giant entity sort of at that time. I didn't fucking know the word entity, but I'm thinking in my head like that because this big ass tree is here. Now the grass is worthless, and the thought ended there. Actually, no, no. I remember. So this substitute teacher was like really grilling me and some other kids for being bad in grades, and that's where the thought came from originally, because I was thinking those kids that you like prefer in your class, and you hate us, like the kids that are not so good or great in your specific class. Those kids are only good because we exist. Because those kids, the ones that you like, the ones that are doing good, if they were against a group of kids that were even better, those kids would be me. Am I making sense? Like I'm only hated in this classroom, not me and my boys, not all my boys, but like there's a group of people, group of kids that are not good, that are good for nothing at that age, and the kids that are good, the only difference is like this ball that we are in. Because I happen to fall in this ball, that's why I'm the grass and he's the tree. But in turn, but why am I saying in turn? But But the same group of kids, the ones that are good, if they were placed in a ball with kids that are even better, those kids would be grass. So at the age of, I don't know, 9 or 10, I was really happy with that analogy that that I am grass. I Because I exist, other people can be great. Now, as a 24-year-old, I don't like it, but as a kid, I was like, I have a use. My use is to be compared as like, at least you're not that. At least you're not grass. So that ties into the whole God thing. Because who made grass? God. Who made trees? God. Who put the trees and the grass in that ball? God. And grass like me just got cursed with sentient. I was gonna say sentient, not sentient, but like sentient, sentient beings. The ability to think, the ability to feel, the ability to realize that you are fucked. You are unequivocally fucked. It hurts. It doesn't hurt. It's uncomfortable. It's infuriating, and it's not infuriating. It's like I'm angry. It's just why. Why must you be evil? What is evil at this point? Like, if we got go into like the God territory of conversation, what is evil? God exceeds any level of purity and evil. That is, I think, the purest form of God, like above everything. You can't put evil and then you know what I'm saying. But yeah, in mortal terms, in stupidity terms, in human terms, somebody's in chat. Who the fuck are you? Tap in, got you for life. You don't have me for life. I'm gonna be fucking dead. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, if you're really thinking about godhood, God exceeds pure and evil, like good and evil. God exceeds both of them. But in mortal terms, I'm like thinking, why? Why do it? Like, what's the point? Why me? Why me, or just a bunch of people like me? Like, why majority of people in this earth? Like, all the people from third world countries, all the people from second and even first world countries. Even in first world countries, the people that are quote unquote blessed are like very very tiny amount of people, and everybody else is just miserable. And I can't help but think, why? It's just, you know what I mean. I mean, people might know what I mean, but I'm pretty sure God doesn't, or it's the other way around. God knows why all of it is happening, and I just don't get it. Um, but yeah, so I'm glad that I remembered the whole grass thing. It was so long ago, I fucking forgot about it. But yeah, there was a time where I was not happy, but I was okay with being grass. I was okay with there's being trees that are much more useful, and I used to just be okay with this idea that uh, trees are only valued because it's compared to me, which is grass. but I didn't make I didn't make that leap at that point. I think about the trees being compared to something more even more precious, but I lost it. I lost my grassness. I'm not okay with being a grass anymore. It's not even a choice. It's not even. It's not even. I'm not in some war or not in some mission or any vendetta. Like I'm not gonna be grass. I'm gonna be the top dog. I'm gonna be the consumer, and all you gonna be. You know, it's not that. It's not. Trust me, it's not that. It's just why. You know, the Jews are onto something. The Jews keep saying people hate him for it. People hate him for believing in this theory of them being, or not just. I don't. I think they think it's them, but like the certain group of people being the cherry picked chosen one, the trees, and the rest of the things, rest of me's are just grass. And I've said it before and I'm repeating myself, that is quite evil. And just what if God is like that? Then I'm pretty fucked, and I am pretty fucked. And I am all on my own. And I don't like it. And I've repeated myself 10 fucking times. I'm ending the stream. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm not high, I'm not drunk. I'm just life's not been good. But I'm gonna end the stream, man. This is the end of the whole Godforsaken thing. I'm not gonna use this thing anymore on my stream. Season 2, episode 3 is gonna be something else. I'll have to think about something. I'll have to think about something entertaining. With less voice cracks. Alright, bye.